Let's create this trendy Polaroid animation using Canva. From your Canva homepage, just click on Create, and here you can choose the size of your design. To replicate exactly the design you saw in the intro, I'm going to choose Instagram Story, but you can do which size you want for your project, okay? The first thing I always do, I choose a background color. So when you click the background and click here, you can select a color you want for the background. I chose this one here. I always like to add some texture to the background. For that, I'm going to search for an image and I'm typing texture background abstract newspaper. I want to use something that has something written like a newspaper, but very light. I'll add the word light to it. Okay, and here I'm searching within photos, and I can also go for free or pro. In this case, I know that I want something from the pro library that I've already seen and found. You just have to filter and see whatever you like the most, okay? I'm going to use this one here, and I am going to replace the background with that. I'm going to reduce its transparency to about 60% because I just want its texture to appear. I don't want this to come forward, okay? To create that Polaroid effect, we also need a Polaroid camera. So now we're going to search for this in the elements as well. Polaroid camera. You can go and search for the one you like the most. I already found something that I like here. Okay, I really like its color and I like the format. It will work for the design that I'm planning, but I need to remove its background. For that, I'm going to click here on Background Remover. This is a Pro feature, but in case you don't have Canva Pro, you can still use an app within Canva to do this completely for free. I'll try to tag here a video that I teach how you can do that, okay? And because I would like to add a different Polaroid image so I can write something in that, I'm not going to use this photo. So I'm going just to give a zoom here so I have a better control of it. And I'm going to cut this part of the image out. As you can see, this is good already. Now I'm going to make the camera a bit bigger and let's centralize this. We also need a Polaroid frame, which we're going to find in the elements as well. So we're going to type Polaroid frame here. And now we are not looking in photos, but we're looking in frames, okay? This way it's easier. I found this one to be super cool and it's free. Now we're going to adjust this to fit in the camera and we are going to position it to the back so that it looks like it is coming out of the camera. And we need an image that we can use here for the effect. You can upload your own image or you can go to the elements and you can search for an image you like. There is a collection in Canva that I like. It is for free and we just have to change it instead of frames to photos. You will see I really like this collection. I will choose one image from that I like. This one, very confident. And I'm going to adjust this. When you want to make it bigger, you just double click on the image and then you move this dot till you find the position you like. You can still centralize it and that's it. Let's add some text now and let's increase this. I'm searching for a kind of font that has this typewriter effect. I already know the font I want to use. It is called AR Kaisho. So I'm searching for that specifically. Let me see if I find it. Yes. Okay, I really like this, but now I'm going to make it uppercase. And I like to adjust this space to 99 to 100%. This will work fine. And now I'm just going to type my text. This is for a sale promotion on Instagram. So I'm just going to write something a bit salesy. I am going to centralize this to make sure this is centered well. So I just click on the text, then position. Yeah, it is in the center. Everything else I just check, yes, it is also centered. And to create that animation, we are going to select all of these three elements, the text, the Polaroid frame, and the image, and we are going to group them, okay? If you don't group them, this is not going to work. Now you go to animate and make sure you're in group and not element, and search for baseline, this one here. We just want that on enter, okay? But this is too fast, right? So we're going to kind of reduce its speed a bit. This is just a pro feature to reduce the speed. You can leave like it was if you don't have Canva Pro, or you can test Canva Pro 30 days for free using the link in my profile. If you want to test this animation with a lower speed, you can just hover over your mouse here in the animation and then you can check. I could still reduce the speed a little bit more. I like the way it's showing. Make sure the direction is this one here, otherwise it can go kind of in a funny way that you don't want to. And that's it. Now we can still add some more elements to make the design pop even more. I like to add some scribbles, pen scribble. So let's see what we can find together. We're just not going to search in photos, but in graphics. You can search till you find one that you find nice for the purpose of your design. Maybe I'll use this one here or this other one, and I'm going to change its color. I'm going for a red. This is a sales post. This is a red color that I really like. And now I'm going just to position this in a way I think it's kind of nice, like this. Now I'm just going to duplicate this, and just to make some harmony, I'm going to put this right down here. Maybe change a bit the size. Yeah, I think I like the way it's going. And now I'm going to position it behind the camera. It's a sales post, so I have to write sales very big somewhere here. Let's go again for text. And I want this to be like handwritten, a handwritten font to go together with these hand scribbles. So I am going to search for a font that I like, and that is Bureau Script Plus. I love that. That's a free font, by the way, in Canva. Now let's type the word sales. Let's make this really big, like this is fine. I'm going to change its color. Let me see. I need some grayish. Let's position it like this. I would like to work on its transparency to make it blend more in the background. So about 80%. I think that's a nice effect. And now we are going to position it behind the photo. So let's go to position and go to the back. You can still adjust a bit. And that's it. When you're done, don't forget to share it as an MP4 file. This way, you will be able to see the effect of the image coming up, just like I showed you in the beginning of the intro. After downloading, you can open it and give it a play to see how it goes. That's it. I hope you like it and that you've learned something new today. Let me know in the comments if this tutorial was helpful for you.